Hey everybody, welcome back to Carolina Panthers Rebuild. One thing I noticed after last week's loss, besides it was unfair and rigged and totally scripted, is that we have a glaring weakness on our offensive line at left guard. Now, I'm not sure if this is 100% realistic what we're about to do, but I feel like we need to improve that position right now. And I feel like I want to make a move that will let us win right now, because this team is right there. We just need to patch up that left guard spot and get a really great player in that position. So if you know the NFL and you know Madden, you probably know where I'm going to go with this. I'm going to trade our first round and second round pick. I'm not sure if this is 100% realistic. For Quentin Nelson. I believe he's the only superstar player, and we actually just tried it with our second round pick. So I cut a little bit, and I used a backup linebacker and our second round pick, and we got Quentin Nelson at left guard. So now our O-line is full of star development players, and our overall jumps by like 6. It's pretty ridiculous. So that's all we did in the beginning, and let's just hop right into game 2. Welcome to NFL Football. I'm your host Joshua Toback, and today we've got the Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers at Bank of America Stadium. Carolina is looking to bounce back after a very shoddy Week 1 performance, and they got a second home game. So let's get right into it. First possession for Tampa Bay. Touchdown, Peyton Barber, right up the middle. Nothing Carolina could have done there. Great play by Tampa Bay. Next possession for Carolina, play action pass. Cam Newton decides to run it in himself, and that's the first rushing touchdown for the Panthers all season. Cam Newton decides to celebrate by taking a nap on the football field, a well-deserved one if I say so myself. Next possession for Tampa Bay, he kicks it, and it's no good! A Tampa Bay kicker missing a field goal? Is the sky blue? Next possession for Carolina, Cam Newton, play action pass. They would use that a lot this game. Throws it to Greg Olsen, and that's a touchdown for the tight end. An emphatic score for the big man as he spikes it in the end zone. Next possession for Tampa Bay, play action pass. Winston chucks it deep to Godwin, and he's got it. Okay, I'm going to break character for a second. I don't know what happened that play. It wouldn't let me switch, but I don't know how he got that wide open anyway. Touchdown, Chris Godwin. Great play by Tampa Bay there. However, Carolina's defense would be able to make amends as Trey Boston gets an easy interception. Winston threw it right to him, and I'll spoil it for you. That's not the last turnover Winston will make today, as Trey Boston is going to go all the way for a pick 6. That's Carolina's first defensive touchdown of the year. As he celebrates in the end zone, he can't hear because the crowd's cheering so loud. Someone get him a hearing aid. Winston drops back next possession as he throws another interception right to Trey Boston. That's 2 on the day for Boston. And he gets to celebrate like Cam, even though he didn't score a touchdown. Panthers score a field goal. Next possession for the Buccaneers, touchdown in the back of the end zone. Buccaneers have some life. However, it wouldn't last long as Cam Newton pitches it to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets a block, and that's enough for the first down as McCaffrey's taken down, and that is the end of the game. Carolina wins it at Bank of America Stadium, 27-21. That's some good old-fashioned football play by Carolina. Mistake-free, pound the rock, and throw the ball when you need to. Trey Boston came up clutch and ate 2 yummy turnovers today. Could this be a sign of things to come? Who knows, but the Panthers get the win. So yeah, week 2, got the win. Trey Boston obviously gets an attribute point for 2 interceptions and a touchdown. Yeah, division wins are super important, especially in this division. NFC South, I've argued, is arguably the toughest division in football. Well, when the Falcons are, not playing like trash like they are currently. But the Saints, Panthers, and Falcons, and Buccaneers to an extent, all hate each other. And it's a very tough division to play in. So getting any kind of divisional win is super important. And the fact that we were able to come back from last week and win is great. Now, we're in week 3. And if you've played Franchise Mode, that means that it's time to scout for college players for the upcoming draft. Luckily, we didn't trade away our first round pick. So we'll still definitely participate in next year's draft. I'm not going to abuse the draft. We'll try and make sure it stays like that, wherever how high or low our pick is. But I'm going to import a draft class for this first year. And then after this one, we'll use randomized players. Because it's always fun to find a randomized X Factor player. And it's not like I know this draft. I didn't make this draft class. I downloaded it. So hopefully we can find the next star. I have been paying a bit of closer attention to college football recently. I just caught the Miami at Virginia Tech game if you want me to date this video a little bit. But I feel like we're going to be looking for a wide receiver to kind of fill out that receiving core, because Chris Hogan is our number 3, and we kind of need a better player in that position. And we also need a tight end to kind of replace Greg Olsen. And we also need a few things. Our team is good. It could be better, though, and I think building through the draft would be really great. I also could use some more linebackers, because Kuechly kind of carries out linebacking core. Brian Burns is good, but I play him more as of a rush player than a linebacker. He's not really great in coverage. He's great at pressuring the quarterback, which I think is accurate to how he is in real life. But he's also good at coverage here and there. I absolutely think, though, his strength is pressuring the quarterback. I honestly might move him to right end, depending on how the season goes. But, yeah, that's all our scouting points for now. We're also looking for a quarterback. I will be looking for Cam Newton's replacement. He is a lot of fun to play with, but I'm more of a pocket passer kind of guy. I don't really scramble all that much, at least not in this first season. But I'm very happy with the trade for Quentin Nelson. Our O-line's looking good. Our defense looks good. Brian Burns hit in development. Again, this is my first time playing a franchise mode, so I don't know what his development is. I'm sure everyone else does, since I don't think they randomize it for actual real-life players. But team's looking nice. Defense played really well. But there is one thing I am concerned about. We should have scored more that game. And I'm going to boost Bradbury a little bit. By the way, that's absolutely something we need to address in draft is cornerback. Cornerbacks are Achilles' heel, and you'll see that more as the series goes on. Because I did record a few games ahead, and I will let you know right now that cornerback is a big issue. But one thing we're going to do right now is adjust the playbook and the scheme. Because I like Ron Rivera's playbook, but I'm more comfortable with the Patriots playbook because I play with the Patriots a lot. Now, I understand the Patriots and the Browns playbooks are very overpowered in Madden, but I'm leaving that in. But I always feel like the playbook does, if you're playing every game, it's not overpowered. It's what you do with the playbook. I don't think a playbook can be overpowered if you're not simming the games. We're going to be playing all 17 plus games. So I made it to the New England defense, or New England offense, and I believe I made it to the, I thought about running a 4-3, but then I realized Shaq Thompson is a star development player, and he's pretty good. So I changed my mind and went with the 3-4. So my goal is to make the scheme fit work, and also play with a team that is functional. Because we got to find the balance between good defense, good run game. I mean, every team wants a good defense and a good run game. But I also feel like our passing schemes weren't very good. That's why I felt like a lot of passes were contested, and I threw a lot of interceptions in that first game. So hopefully this changes a few things. Kuechly's absolutely our star player. McCaffrey and Newton are both really good. And honestly, I feel like we're ready to compete. We play the Cardinals, and hopefully we can pull out the win. See you guys next time.